Good morning, Spartans. Welcome to Wednesday, hump day, midweek. Been I don't know, kind of choppy week this week. Hadn't got fantastic direction. Yesterday was a little bit better than the day before, but it was still not the best. I mean, it happens, but hey. Some notable ERs today. Wanted to go over that real quick. Um, Etsy this morning, which I'm not too terribly concerned with. But this afternoon, Metal, jeez. This afternoon, Meta, Microsoft, Robinhood, Carvana, Ford, all ERs this afternoon, and those are ones that we kind of watch and play. I wouldn't say, well, Meta and Microsoft can be some market movers and things like that, but more or less kind of what we play. We don't really play a lot of Meta and Microsoft just because they're so expensive. Carvana sometimes, but yeah, definitely some that I'm going to watch. We did good yesterday off our SoFi ER, which was nice. I think we entered that one at $98 last Thursday, and it ran to 256 yesterday, so not bad at all. But anyway, we will get things rolling. Haven't really looked at the markets. I know we're down on a few things, but a few things had up days yesterday, so we will do the private group stuff, get that rocking, get those guys up and running this morning, and then we will come back and get you guys set up, get the chartings, get our charts cleaned up, and get ready for the day. So, if you have any questions, please make sure you post it up there in chat. I would be more than happy to answer them for you. If there's anything you want to see, know, that's what I'm here for. I don't mind at all. Yeah, don't mind at all. Would be more than happy to help. Just post up there in chat. Let me know, and I will get these guys up and running here real quick. I want to put some contact info up here. That's our website. That's my email. If you have any questions, or want to check us out, now you have those two resources as well. But anyway, I'm going to jump into getting the private group up and running. If you want to post something here in chat, let me know, and and then we'll come back and get started on our chart setups. All right, got that posted for those guys. Wanted throw this up here. Today's economic calendar. We do have pending home sales here at 10:30, or 10 o'clock, excuse me. So be mindful of that. This afternoon, we we at 2 and 2:30, we do have FOMC, the interest rate decision, at 2 o'clock, followed by a press conference with Powell at 2:30. These two are going to have more bearing on the market than anything. I'm probably not going to play it, and the group's probably not going to play it. And being that late in the afternoon, we're not going to be streaming it. But just keep this in the back of your mind today. If you're trading, these can have bigger impact on the market today, and we could see some movement, especially this afternoon. This morning, we could see some chop. We could see some sideways action, and guys just kind of hanging out before FOMC. So just kind of keep that in mind. With that being said, let's jump into cleaning up some of our charting and getting that set up. So first, what we'll do, we'll throw SPY up on the main chart here. I think I'm going to change this pre-market low from yesterday and just kind of watch it. That way we can kind of remember what that is. Always try new things, guys. Don't be afraid to. Um, never really. I kind of want to start watching the upper and lower levels from previous day on SPY. So this was pre-market low. I mean, we're down, so we're going to go for a low. Pre-market low and then opening range low. If opening range low was lower, then we would watch it. I just kind of want to see if that has any bearing on today and if that acts as something a little bit more than what we need to be watching. So I'm going to probably start doing that. Kill that. Don't need that. Don't need that. While we're here, let's go ahead and do pre-market low for today. Where are we at? 12 minutes. Yeah, we won't get back up there. And this is going to be pre-market high. There we go. And then, of course, we will set our opening range as needed once we get in a little ways. Next, let's go jump over to AMD. New 52-week yesterday. So we will do one. that set up. NVIDIA, don't think we broke yesterday on NVIDIA. No, we did not. All right. Take a look at Palantir. Do want to look at SoFi, which this honestly shocked me. We're down to below, about even pre-ER levels on SoFi. But overall, SoFi has definitely had a good little bit. Actually, here's the month. So we are up $3 ish on SoFi for the month. I'm expecting we gain some traction here on SoFi and really move. I still like SoFi long term. $20. Throw some commons in the account. Not bad. Yeah, we just need to break back over this support resistance line and keep rocking. But if you've been following me for a while, I'm pretty bullish. SoFi, Tesla, Apple, NVIDIA, AMD. Hood's another one. I remember when Robinhood first came out. Of course, I've got a Robinhood account, but they're a different animal now. Pre GameStop days was a different story. They got a lot of publicity, either good or bad, during that. But hey, they've definitely changed their tune and not the same trading company they used to be. But I think they're doing good. This is Weeble compared to Hood. If you're in the private group, or you can see, I'm a big fan of Weeble. Less than 5 minutes to bell, guys. Please make sure you take a few minutes to check your account, what you can and can't get into, what's settled, what's not. Get a good overview of what you're working with today. Make sure you're not over trading. Play it smart. And let's have a great day. Few more minutes, guys. We're going to kick it off. Apple with a big gap up there. Not sure what that was about. Walmart trying to gap up as well. And we are live. We are open. That is the bell. So, Apple's trying to push. Walmart's trying to push. Google, Tesla, Wish, SMCI dropping back. SPY dropping back. Definitely like to see what the market does at Bell. Kind of just more interested than anything. Ideally, I try to give it 15, 20 minutes or more before I enter in a trade. Sometimes that doesn't happen though. But I like to see what we're doing at Bell. AMD and NVIDIA dropping, SMCI dropping. Walmart with a pretty decent push off of Bell. Yeah, these big candles are tough. You think they're going, oh, it's going to push today. You buy in, next thing you know, you're in the red. That's why I like to give it some time in the mornings. There's a lot of people that will play off of the market opening, but definitely high risk scalp. You've got nothing really to base it off of. I say that right as my buddy Nicholas in the group enters in a trade. Which his trade I don't think is a bad trade. Out of everything we're watching, everything going on today, I think his trade will work. If you're watching in the private group, just kind of talking out loud. But see, Mara, for example, had a good push. Right at going into Bell, which leads me to believe it's going to build up, and it does. It comes up. We get up here to 1792, and you're like, man, this is going to keep going. You may or may not know about this resistance at 1801. You're in a trade, and next thing you know, you're down. You don't have that history from today to know what it's going to do. So just like a support and resistance line, this is history, showing where we're having support and resistance. This line goes as far back as you want and through infinity. So we need to know that history. Same with the day. You think you're going in the right direction. Your first mistake is that you think. You buy in. We come up and we drop down. I mean, we're 5 minutes in. You have no history on today. So, um, Nicholas, you're now in the money, buddy. Tesla with a good drop. AMD, Nvidia pushing. I want to jump back over and look at SMCI. Get that pulled up for you guys. Very important to kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture before you enter as well. So we're only 8 minutes in. Big reversal there on Tesla. Through supports now. We could see more of the downside. Just like what I was talking about earlier. Off bell. Remember, this is 2 minute chart. Pushing into bell. Good push off bell. Man, this thing's gonna run. Yeah, look at it now. It's running from that high. SPY not liking that 636 level. We've seen a lot of area of support yesterday, right around this area. That 320 or 1150 on TSLL and Tesla yesterday. Curious to see if we can get through it today. Walmart still pushing. Google with a nice bump there as well. So Walmart's trading at 512,000 shares, coming into 99 even, building a wall at 25,000 or 2,500, excuse me. Yep, see we gained some traction here on Tesla with that range that we were seeing yesterday. I had a feeling we might. PayPal could start getting interesting here, guys. We're about 15 minutes in, pretty tight so far. 636.03, 635, so half a point spread on that SPY so far this morning. Real quick, while we're hanging out, guys, if you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click that little thumbs up button. Helps us out a tremendous amount. And if you're watching us on Twitch, make sure you follow. It's both are free. Both really helps us out and goes a long way. Just simple, quick little push of the button. Great way to say thank you. One thing I want to watch here on Google, or not Google, PayPal, excuse me. Pull it up here on the main chart real quick. Do want to see what we do with yesterday's pre-market. Yesterday's low. setting up good. 20 minutes in. Definitely some room for consolidation, like we've talked about on some of our other trades. Um, Volume is not bad. It's a little over 2.1516 million. We're building some support walls down around 71 range. At that even number. I want to see if we break through it. Yeah, we're about 1,000-ish shares, 1,200 shares in that ballpark. Some guys jockeying for position. Another decent sized wall at it looks like it just changed. But anyway, we're building some support at that 71 and below level down in here. So I want to see what we do. We need to get under this 71 and get confirmation C under C with it and kind of go from there. So let me give that one a little bit more time to marinate. Walmart with a big pullback. Not sure where that came from. Oh, see what I was looking at here. Even level rejection on PayPal to the downside. So and looks like we PT'd on our first trade. Fantastic. Let me get that posted up for you guys. This one on SMCI. Told the private group this morning to keep an eye on this one. Hopefully y'all did, and then we entered in the group. So hopefully you were able to cash in. I also gave 2 PTs on this one just to be on the safer side. So there we go. There's that. There's that. I want to throw SMCI up here. Good chart. Good setup. Watch that movement here on PayPal. See what happens when we finally broke that 71 level that we were watching. 71 there. That's why we like to find those or watch those even number levels. They act as a hidden support and resistance. Now we're getting into our area that we were watching. Now is where I'm going to start looking, seeing what I want to do on some puts. Start taking a closer look here. The only thing that I don't like about this PayPal to the downside, you might look at it and say, yeah, man, we're moving good downtrend, good candles, yada, yada, yada. But what scares me is we have this moving support resistance here, and we're coming into this level here, and we had this big red candle here and a decent sized one here. What this is showing me is we could come into this area and bounce back up to here. So if you watch, we've been following this peach line pretty solid. But now we have some room for consolidation. This is our room for consolidation. We can consolidate back up to this area. So that's what we want to watch. So what we did here, remember 2 minute, this is now on the 100 tick. We can see what it's doing on that micro scale. So this is that rejection. This is here. So we seen that downtrend here. Now buyers are trying to step in, and that's where we've seen this. So we could see some more rejection in this area on the micro scale at the 100 tick. But if we're not, we break above that. We do have this peach line here at 70.98. So we have room here back up to this level. So just something to keep an eye on. Looks like we're starting to get a rejection there, which is good. I still wouldn't touch this till 70.31, um, because that was yesterday's low. I do like to take a quick look at the market. It looks like most of the market is trying to drop back, except for our SMCI still pushing. Um, Now it's at 180. Nice. So if you look at the big picture, we could see more to the downside, but just be careful with this line. Throw that back up. And we just broke 30-minute mark. So here in just a second, we are going to set our opening range on SPY. So let's do that now. So we'll throw SPY up on the main chart. And like I say, you guys can do this every morning. You can do it on any chart. You don't have to do it just necessarily on SPY. We trade SPY a lot. SPY has a great indication of what the market is doing as a whole. So I like doing it on SPY, but you can really do it on anything. Opening range high. Opening range low. Now set. Which is a little tighter than what I was expecting. Let's see. 35, 32. So we're less than a point either direction on SPY. Our SMCI is now in the money, so expect premiums to really push now on those. If you guys entered when I posted it here around 140, please make sure you're taking profit as well. Great chart, great setup. Doesn't mean this thing's going to run to the moon. See profit, take profit. Don't lick a gift horse in the mouth. Don't know what else to say. Just don't let that one go against you, please. I think what we were at 140-ish when I posted it here, so 168 would have been 20% on 140. Yeah, 140. Yeah, 168. So we're well over. Even if you got in late, just make sure you're secure in profit, setting up those runners. Yeah, definitely a good trade. Great setup. See what we were watching here on that PayPal? We came down. We set this line quite a ways back. We came down to that 70.44 and we rejected. Always remember that your support and resistance lines are not hard lines drawn in the sand. They're more like areas to watch. So we started coming into this area and we got that pushback up. Remember what I was talking about? We had room for consolidation back up to that peach line. What did we do? We pushed right back up to that peach line. Now we're getting our red. See if we drop back. This could be a good area to scalp here on PayPal, but I don't think I would because we could easily push back up. I still want some more confirmation, and we still had this to the downside. I don't like painting myself in the corner, so we could get a scalp here, but we still have this to contend with. Drop back there on SMCI while I was talking. We're back under 62. But SMCI, AMD, NVIDIA, same sector here. So these guys are pushing. We could see another push here. No idea what's going on with Walmart. This is why you don't get greedy, folks. Remember when I was talking about take profit? We were above PT, even here on stream. You guys were over 20%. If you didn't, you're probably going to be in the red. You're definitely hitting. You know, it's hitting in the pocketbook a little bit here. I mean, you're down 50 points. This green line here would be my next area. So 60.41. If we break that, definitely look for more to the downside. We could see a pop there, but what did I tell you? Knowing these levels is definitely key. Just kind of sitting and waiting. Starting to get that squeeze here. I definitely would not recommend holding your runners on SMCI much longer. But hey, what you do on your account is completely up to you. SMCI could see a small little push here. Not watching that. Other than that, guys, not a whole lot going on. Oh, we could try to set up for a push, reclaim some of that loss off of ER. Palantir with a good push this morning. Looking at it a little tighter, it's nothing we would have played on the 1 minute here. Just wouldn't have played that. Spy trying to gain momentum and retest that opening range high. Watch it here. And looks like it's gonna fail the retest. And that Palantir breaking down as well. Not sure what's up with Starbucks. You get a lot of sideways action, but then when it moves, it moves. I don't understand it. Spy through that opening range high. Now we're looking at PM high 636.50. Definitely gaining some momentum. And we are through pre-market high now with some momentum. Get back to putting, I want to put SPY back on this main chart. So this was our yesterday pre-market low. That was our low level for yesterday. Wanted to track it since we were opening below it. So what we're seeing now is SPY retesting this pre-market high. So hopefully we get a bounce. If so, I'm really curious to see what it do at the 636.78. Interesting here on SPY. We're back down below that pre-market high. Now we're going to test that opening range again. Pushing right back up. This moving support resistance that we watch a lot is now up through that pre-market high. So that's indicating to me that the market wants more to the upside. With FOMC this afternoon, just be careful with that. Still seeing a lot of chop. I was curious to see if we were going to break this, but we didn't. We rejected it back. Once again, that was pre-market low yesterday. Yeah, pre-market low. Still just kind of sitting and watching, guys. Um, really, we did pretty well off that SMCI. I grabbed one other swing trade that we are down on, but we have time, so not a huge concern there. And then I'm in another swing that I just averaged down on, and it's coming back pretty nice. But I don't do a lot of swing trades, and when I do, I go super small. I'll grab maybe one, two contracts at most. I just not a huge swing trader. I'm a firm believer that the longer I'm in a trade, the longer I'm in the market, the more time it has to go against me. So I know some guys that love swing trading and buy that likes buying these 2 3 month out swings. They like, letting it work for them. Yeah, I get all that. I really do. But I just like getting in, getting my money, and getting out. Still not a lot going on though. Um, but we'll see. Got some time. Going into getting close to 11. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you give us that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We're almost to 50 subscribers, so one of you guys watching now could just put us right there. But subscribing and clicking that thumbs up is free, and it goes a long way to help us out. If you're on Twitch, hitting that follow button there goes a long way as well. So I appreciate both. Appreciate you guys being here, hanging out. Hey Diablo, thanks for the follow there on Twitch. I appreciate it. I have a feeling I know who that is, but thank you. Hey, thanks, bud. Um, really means a lot. Honestly, it does. Thank you. You know, if you ever got any questions, you can ask. Still not a lot going on. Keep a straight face. That's tough to do. Not a lot going on. Nvidia's still trying to push a little bit here. But just kind of hanging out. Um, SMC's dropped back. With FOMC this afternoon and Powell speaking, a lot of room for chop. Spies trying to get in this area where we're gonna looks like we're gonna bounce around for a little bit. But I still like commons on Nvidia. I told you guys even when we were trading Nvidia 20, 30 points lower that I liked commons there. I don't think I would get into an Nvidia call right now. You know, I don't know if we're going to break new all-time high over that 179.66. We could trade up into it. The next level on or next option on Nvidia is going to be 180. Premium on it's 170 bucks. That's a big ask. Volume is decent today on Nvidia at 41.5 million. We've got a wall coming up at 178.90 that it's wanting to test now at 16,000 shares. Really from 86 to 89 range where we're at now. We've got some larger walls. And then at 178.90, we've got just shy of 16,000. And then 190 even, we've got another 8,000. At 88, we knocked out some of those walls. But they're quickly rebuilding. There we go, through that 190 or 178.90. But now we just gained 178.99, 9,000, 179 even 9,000. So steadily building walls. We're up to almost 43 million. So we're gaining some traction. Through those two walls there, 178.90 just added a support wall, 12,000. Just don't know if I like it enough. The 182.5 drops back to $90. Just don't know if I like it enough to. We could see another push here on that NVIDIA, but Tesla dropping back. Remember, we watched this level here, 320.38 and 150 on TSLL. If we can get through that off of this drop. That's a bigger drop. I'm not sure exactly where it's coming from. That NVIDIA 180 call That 180 call in NVIDIA is now up to 185 if you took it. There's that push on NVIDIA. Nice. See if we can get a pullback here on NVIDIA. It's also through that level 319.79 support. We're through it as well. See if this drop can gain some traction. Yeah. To answer your question, Archbishop, yes, we do. So you came in a little late. Basically, we stream live every market day from 9 till about 12, 1 o'clock, depending on the market. Sometimes sooner, sometimes later. But yeah, I give a morning spiel. I kind of show you what I'm watching. We do some charting. We set up and clean up some charts, set up the charts up for the day, and kind of go from there. We do have a private group that is in that link right above you. Those guys get our alerts first. Once they hit PT, I post them here, just like this trade here on SMCI. Let me throw this up here for you and kind of explain. This is one of the trades that we took this morning in the private group. We bought it at $113. It ran to 197. I alerted you guys here on Twitch around the 140 mark. Just those guys pay for it and get some more in depth about what we're doing and some more inside information. But you guys are free to hang out here and get some information. But yeah, that's basically what we do. I explain what I'm watching and kind of go from there. I don't really alert the trades, and I don't show a lot of my charting here for you guys just because it's free. But that's really what we do, and we do it, like I said, every day the market is open, and we start at 9 o'clock and go from there. So hopefully that answers your question. Make sure you follow though. That way you know when we go live, you'll get a notification. I see you're there on Twitch, so if you're on Twitch, just hit that little follow button. Or if you're on YouTube, you can give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to that channel as well. Of course, they're playing both the same thing. YouTube is just a hair slower than Twitch, but they both get the job done. Anyway, while I was explaining that, SPY did break that opening range high, so it looks like it's wanting more to the downside. Please be careful there. We do have FOMC coming up in a couple hours, so. So now we're going to watch the retest here on Tesla when we broke that 319.79. That's kind of what we're seeing now. SPY failed that retest and now through VWAP. If we lose this area right here, guys, with some confirmation, we've got room down to that 635.30, which is that that opening range low. But if we gain some momentum, I feel like we could try for a new low a day pretty quickly. But we got to wait for that confirmation. And there's more drop to the downside there on Tesla. Let me pull this up on the main chart. Yeah, so now we're forming a good downtrend here. off of that now resistance level at 319.79. So, and SPY breaking that level as well. SPY is going to be higher IV today. Inflated premiums. 635 is right at 113. Ugh. And then with FOMC as well. That's a tough one. Sorry about that, guys. Had some questions and things. Take care of in the private group. Gaining some support here off this moving support resistance level that we watch. We might lose some of that momentum here on SPY, but it looks like a lot of the market is wanting more to the downside. SPY, Walmart, Apple, PayPal, Tesla, SMCI even looking for more to the downside. So Starbucks we were looking at earlier is trying to come back a little bit. SPY breaking from that level. Let me pull it back up on the main chart. Remember, this is 2 minute. This is now set on the 5. It's definitely got some more room to the downside, guys, but with FOMC today, I don't think I could take it. I really don't. I do like the setup. I do like the trend, but we're coming into the 635. If we can break the 635.30, maybe. Um, but we'll see. It's definitely blowing through a lot of the support resistance now. If it wasn't FOMC day, I would be more apt to take it. But we're coming in at 635.30 pretty quickly. And just like that, we caught that opening range low, so we're starting to trend back up a little bit. And we're now through looking at the retest. 635.18, what we're trading at on SPY. Now we're back through it on the retest. All right, guys. I'm going to keep streaming, but I'm going to run and grab me some coffee real quick. Things got interesting there for a few minutes, so I missed it. So let me jump off here. I'm going to leave charting up, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, back. Sorry about that. Looks like SPY reclaiming what we lost there a few minutes ago. Is what it is. SMCI dropping, a few other things dropping back. There's more chop, more hanging out, I guess. And I am going to drink my coffee and eat a snack. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Oh, gosh. SPY retesting that opening range low. Maybe that was just some profit takers. We didn't get too far above that moving support resistance, so. SPY back under that opening range low. See if we can retest that pre-market low again. All right, guys. 11:36. Not a whole lot going on. Market's trying to bounce yet again. We're going to be stuck in this opening range, or at least the pre-market low high range. It looks like here on SPY. Thought we were going to get some direction on a few other things. We looked at PayPal pretty deeply. We looked at Tesla. Played at SMCI, but it's coming back. I don't know. We had a great trade on that SMCI. We're in one lotto trade. Just see how it goes. We only grabbed one contract there to see how it goes with FOMC and stuff. So we're down. I don't even know where we're at on it. Actually, not down too bad. Like $10 or so. We did enter one swing this morning that we are down on, and we averaged down on another one. So swings, but they're not my cup of tea. I do them mainly for the private group. Those guys do like some, but anyway, it's kind of where I'm sitting at for the day. Definitely green on the day because of that SMCI. But I've got some other stuff I want to do and need to try to get done. Things are just kind of going sideways. viewers are dropping off. So I think I'm going to call it here, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I appreciate all the likes, subscribes, the follows, the thumbs up, all the cool YouTube and Twitch lingo thingies. I just appreciate the support, guys. If you would, please check out the private group. We do offer that for you guys. It's a 7-day free trial. Here, I'm going to throw it up just one more time. That's the website. Should populate there for you guys. Hey, Kyle. Awesome, man. Thanks for hanging in there with me today. Good chatting with you there on Telegram in the private group too. You know I'm around. Let's get you rocking, dude. You can do it. I know you can. We just gotta fine tune and hone in some things for you. But yeah, if you guys are in the group, thank you so much for the support. Let's work together, grow this thing, grow that account, and make some life-changing money for you guys. If you're not, check out that link that I posted for you guys, and just give it a shot, man. That's why we offer a 7-day free trial. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't hide anything. I will tell you like it is. I am human. I do make mistakes, and yeah, is what it is. But anyway, let's close it here on stream. Jump back over to the Telegram side. Focus on the private group, and yeah, I will see everybody back in the morning, and we will do it again. I appreciate it. Have a great afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow.